Here we go.
Yo, it's about that time. We going live with the Q&A, and I'm counting it down. Lock in with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We are live right now. The questions, the answers, the energy, it's all happening. Drop your questions in the chat. Turn that volume up, and let's make.
And we are here. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That's outstanding. I love it, love it, love it. It is Tuesday night. By the way, we are doing Thursday night. You don't, Jeff, if you want to be in there, that's great. If not, I'm definitely doing New Year's night.
Really?
Well, it's not Christmas. And I can't screw them over 2 weeks in a row.
No,
I'm even doing the premiere class after that. So I'm going all in.
Well, the whole thing is the whole like Wednesday night was Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Thursday. Nobody's going to work on a Friday.
Nope. So, and I'm not doing the SIE tomorrow. I'm not doing the SIE class tomorrow night. We'll start again next week. That'll be good. So, but we do the live tonight. We do the premiere class at 9:15 tonight for the Series 7 with his options and everything. And then we have then the 65, 66 on Thursday. Let's get into it. Okay. Couple guys. We have I'm not going to go do the whole thing. Just remember, if you want tutoring here, my website, it was down for a little bit today, but it's series7exam.org. That's us, me, plus my other tutors. Also, if you want to check out Michael Weiss over at series7examtutor.com. He's good. Also, one quick thing. Tomorrow night at 12:01, my rates go up.
Oh.
So anyone who wants to get a lesson before get it at a cheaper rate, do it tomorrow. But the other thing is anyone who is a student already, they will not. So I don't have to fill out the Form ADV. Current students do not feel the effect. So if you're already working with me and we'll just have to figure out, if you're already working with me after tomorrow, don't book anything. Text me the times you want and I'll plug it in. If you're already working with me. If you haven't had your first lesson before tomorrow, you're paying the higher rate. And that's going to be $8,000 an hour. Okay. Okay. If Notman can do $750, I can do $8,000. Okay. Now here you go.
You know, that's not far off from like what everybody's paying for things today anyway.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah.
I told you the average.
Whatever. I kept it at 200 for such a long time. So now I'm willing to move it up. Okay.
I mean, the cost of an average car now is $50,000, over $50,000, $50,000.
No, I still remember when I had it. You remember you could buy early 80s. You might not know that, but I remember this. You could buy a Yugo for $39.95. Not $3,995. Okay.
People they were so bad and so inexpensive that people gave them away as like raffles.
I know.
Do you remember that? The car was really bad.
Oh, I know. Well, $4,000 car in the 80s? Yeah, it had to be bad. Okay. So let's get into some of this stuff. Again, tonight might be, I never know where we're going to be this week. It's almost like a wasted week. I'm pretty busy teaching, but a lot less than I usually am. It is what it is. Okay. Like, I think next year I may just go on vacation. I may just disappear. I may just wherever I am. Like, my kids are up in Vermont skiing, and my grandkids. They're at Stratton, which they don't love. We go to Stowe every either February or March. Which is really nice. What?
Is there snow in Vermont?
Yeah, it's not there. But it's 50 to 50 mile an hour wind. So my son-in-law. But if you can handle it, my son-in-law got off. They got off the lift with the two kids. Everyone had to crawl to the top of the mountain because the wind was so hard.
It's crazy. Skiing. I used to love skiing, but it's like, if you think about it, it's all that equipment.
I know.
Freeze at the top, you sweat at the bottom.
That's the sweating part. I will if skiing, if it wasn't cold out, I'd ski all the time.
It's called surfing.
I've done that. I've done water skiing. I used to love. I got myself to the point where I could ski. I could do it on one ski for a while.
Right?
It's not that hard. It's actually, once you figured out and get over this fear of snapping turtles in the water, you're fine.
I could never get my rear out of the water when I tried to water ski.
Well, I've done it off the deck and off the ground. Yeah, it's hard. It's just you got to push. You have to almost push so hard, like you're going to fall backwards, and let the boat take you.
Yeah, see, it's the reverse of skiing, isn't it?
Yeah, you're back. Well, you're back no matter what. You're back, but yeah, but something's pulling you forward. So you're literally always against.
Yeah.
Like almost like you have to let yourself fall back all the time, and that's going to keep you going. So it's interesting. And everyone's here like, I don't fucking care. But okay. Yeah. So Catherine, yeah, I've done the beach one where you sit there and you just have to, and I've done the dock start. I don't like the dock start one because I don't like going out. I like just going out of the water.
I used to watch all those competitions on ESPN where they do the jumps and everything.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've done little jumps, little ones, like maybe like not big ones, because you're like crap.
Jumping
but remember, this is the thing. We're of the age where I used to go to Action Park every fucking week. From the time I was 15 till I was 18, 19, till I got married. I think I went every week.
Is that right?
I'm literally, I've seen, we would go there just on a whim and just go. We always said, and it was rude that we were kids. We always said, why were there so many handicap spots at Action Park? They're not doing the rides. But as a 17-year-old, like, that's a shitty thing to say. Now I get it because you have family, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Watch your kid fall off a cliff? I mean, you've been there, right?
I never went. I passed it. I know what it is. I've seen all the commercials back.
Did you see the documentary on it?
No.
Yeah, it's called Traction Park.
Is that right?
Oh,
was that dangerous?
I think I got new respect for my children when they saw what it was like.
Real.
I mean, every day people go. The guy, I'll get into it. I'll tell you about it another time. But it's fucking. Watch Traction Park, the documentary. I think it's on Netflix. It's insane. The guy had no insurance. He pretended. He fought everything. People getting hurt every day. I was there when they talk about the loop-de-loop one. I saw that. It's crazy. Okay.
What about the rope one where you just swing like?
Oh, we love that thing. But the water,
wasn't it?
What?
That was dangerous, though, wasn't it?
It was only dangerous because the water was like -4 degrees. Like, I'm not sure it was. I'm not sure you didn't break through ice hitting that. Cliff diving, the water thing was straight down. They had canvas here, so if you fell forward, you do that instead of falling forward. It was great because people wore bikinis too, so it was always, you know, you're a 16-year-old kid, you're like, I'm going to sit here at the bottom. Okay, now, Carmen, love it. I did have a Merry Christmas. Jeff might have had a great Merry Christmas too. Do you celebrate it at all or no?
You know. Yeah,
a lot of my friends do that. I had one guy, he does both. He gets all the Jewish holidays and the Christmas ones. We go, you got to pick. Okay. Okay. Lax and God. Oh, you're in good shape. If you are, Melania, we'll get you. Okay. Shh. Okay. Okay. Marshall will get to you. Marsha. Okay. So Lax and God. Green light 74, cap on average to make 81. Advice, go take the fucking test, my man. You're ready. You're absolutely ready for this. There's no way around this. You are absolutely fucking ready. It's not, I mean, unless you're memorizing, but you're ready to go take this. And make sure you have the mutual funds, annuities, debt with muni thing, and then what do you call it? And then make sure you have options down. But Lax and God, I think you're probably fine. Okay. Sure, Katie, I can try to do that. I have a video on it, but I think I can try to do that. Okay. And guys, if you're taking the 7 soon, yeah, screw the brutal exam. You'll get a lot out of it. But I have a playlist called Tricky Questions. Those are all questions that very much value from the test, but hard ones, like tricky, hard questions that could be on the 7. Okay. Veronica, harmonica. Okay, here we go. Okay, Melania. By the way, I don't need a vacation from you guys. But how are we doing? Are your scores going up at all? So here's my thing. Did you switch to Kaplan? If I remember right. Okay. Emily, really? I didn't know that. That helps to know. Oh, that's right. It's your son's. I forgot. Lax and God is Emily. It's her son's account. That's good. Okay. Okay. Now, so you're the one who pulls my average age down of subscribers. Okay. My 8 subscribers, you pull it down. Okay. Okay. So Melania, is it getting better at all or no? Okay. Again, beat start is the way to go. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we have Cameron Dieterlitzy. Okay. Oh, you're okay. The advice is you're ready for this. Okay. If you're scoring that, you have 4 days to go. You have 2 more days or 3 more days, 2 more days to take tests. The day before, don't take any tests. So I guess what's 4 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you're taking a Saturday. Yes. So Friday, don't take any exams. Okay. Okay. Don't take any exam. The 82 is a tough test, my man. You're good. Go take my brutal exam. Go through my crash course. Make sure you go over custom accounts. Make sure mutual funds and annuities are solid, and make sure and start your sleep pattern tonight. Okay, start it tonight. Start going to bed like after this is over, not before. Go after this over. Start doing it. By the way, if you like what I'm doing and you think I'm sort of funny, hit a like. And as a hype button, you could probably hype this and send this out to people. Anyone you think will help with who, send it to. Okay. Now, I think we're good on that. I think you're going to be fine. If you're passing Past Perfect, as long as you're not memorizing, you're fine. Because Past Perfect goes a little deep. Their math is ridiculous. Their options are ridiculous. Anything with math is brutal. Okay. Don't worry about the trades. Okay. Don't worry about the trading stuff. I have a slobs over bliss video. Don't worry about that too much. That's not what's going to kill you. Okay. That's funny. So her try again was this. Okay. Boom. See, I love that, Veronica. There we go. That's better. Because the first one she wrote, I think she had entered too soon. Okay. Now. Okay. Brian, I have an MSRB video for the 10. Here's the thing about the 9. Everyone freaks about the 9. First of all, STC is the best for it. Make sure for all the principal exams, STC is by far the best. Notman comes in a close second, but STC is the best. Okay. Kaplan, I would kind of avoid. I mean, you can do it, but I would kind of avoid him for that. The Series 9, yes, there's a lot of options, but it's half regs, baby. More than half is regs. So remember, the 9 is not a long test. It's like 50, 60. I don't think it's 50 or 60. I can't remember. But it's a short test, and more than half of it is regulations on options, not this crazy math, okay? The 10, I do have a playlist called MSRB, the Municipal Securities Rulemaking Board. It's for the 10. It's all the G rules. I go through all 48 G rules, explaining them in English. That helps a lot, okay? And just focus on reading first. By the way, don't study for both. Pick one, and if you miss, don't switch. Just stick with the same one. They're doable. Failed the essay June 26th, failed in October. Okay. So, Marcia, have you gone over my videos? Okay, so you're taking it January 24th. That's great. Hopefully you reread the book since October, okay? Make sure you reread the book. If you join the Facebook group, so I have a Facebook group, scrolling across the bottom, FINRA and NASAA Exam Test Prep Network. They have a lot of people. I have literally 4,600 active members in there, helping each other out, supporting each other, blah, 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 blah. Go in there. You can join a study group. That's going to help you the most. I also have an SIE class we do on Wednesdays, but I don't do it. It's one of my tutors. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m., not tomorrow, starting next Wednesday, which gives you 3 chances. You can bring questions in there, help. If you haven't reread the book, do it now. You got a week, right? You can get a week of doing that, okay? Get in there and just start reading the book. If you have read it, great. Keep doing questions, but find my SIE playlist. It's going to help you a ton. And start understanding the like the why of things. Sometimes understanding why something is makes it easier to understand what it is. Like understand what current yield is. Like why you want to know what you're earning versus what you're making. It makes it easier to understand what it is. So a lot of times you want to know what something is more than just why it is versus just memorization. Okay, but we're gonna nail this. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, so let's see if I can do this right. So let me see if I can find a question on it. The rights offering stuff is not so bad. Let's see. But guys, if you're on your phone, make sure you zoom in for this. I'm going to try to get this here. Hold on. Which one is it in? It's in this one. Hold on. Pretty sure it's in. Here we go. I'll try to make it as big as possible. That's what she said. Okay, hold on. See if I can share screen. This is the only time I kind of wish I went sideways instead of vertical because I can get it all on there better. Okay, so what do we see here? That's a too small. That's a too big. Okay. Ooh, is that readable?
Yes.
I don't write. Okay.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, you could. A little bit is clipped off, but we'll deal. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can move it over a little bit. Where is it? Nope, that's it. Okay. Okay. So here we go. This is a rights offering. This is how most of them. They're not going to make it. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think they're going to make you do the how much is a theoretical value of a right. I haven't seen that yet, but this is what they could do. So you own 1,000 shares. The company has 10 million shares. They issue another 2 million. So that if you have a right, you're going to get more shares. So everyone's going to walk through this nice and slow. I can't write anything because it doesn't work, but we're going to get there. Now, you own 1,000 shares. It means you're going to get 1,000 rights. So that doesn't change anything. So that 1,000 rights right there doesn't matter. It is, you will get, if you own 500 shares, you get 500 rights. So no matter what, you're getting 1,000 rights, no matter what. Okay. Now, how I do this. First of all, there's 10 million shares outstanding. Then the company issues another 2 million. So if you figure out the percentage, 2 million divided by 10 million, that is going to be 20%. So they're going to issue another 20% shares. That means you're going to increase by 20% if you want to. So if you have rights, okay, if you have rights, you have the right to keep your percentage ownership. Do you have to do it? No. Should you do it? If you have the money, yeah. If not, you can just sell the rights. You can sell them, gift them, let them expire. You can't redeem them, or you can exercise them. Okay. Now, if you elect or exercise them, you're going to get more shares. Now, how many more shares are you going to get? Well, if you have 1,000 and they issue another 20%, 2 million divided by 10, okay, they issue another 20%, you're going to grow by 20%. So, Katie, everyone do this. 1,000 times 20%, 0.2. That's going to give you 200. 200, right? So you're going to get 200 more shares. So that's good. So we're going to get 200 more shares. Now we have to figure out the price. Again, how I got the 200, 1,000 shares. The company issued another 20%. You get to increase by 20%. So boom, 1,000 plus 20% is 1,200. So you get to buy 200 new shares. Now here's the hard part. What are we paying? Well, we're not paying 24. We're exercisable at 10% below 24. So you're going to take 10% of 24, which is $2.40. And then you're going to subtract that from the 24. So 24 minus 240, which is 10% of 24, should be 2160. I'm going to double check. We do it right because we don't ever do any shit in our hair. Okay. Now, 24 times 0.1 is 2.4 minus 24 is 2160. That's our number, 2160. That's what I'm paying. And now, how many shares I'm getting? I'm paying 2160, and I'm buying 200 shares. 4320. That's the math you'll have to do. Most of it is finding out how many shares you get. So here, again, how do you get the number of shares? You take the 2 million that you're issuing divided by the original amount that they have outstanding. That tells you how much you increase by. There we go. Always remember, you will get one right for every share you own. You might have to hand in more than one right. So in this case, you have 1,000 shares, you get 1,000 rights. If you have 5,000 shares, you get 5,000 rights. That's not negotiable. That's just a thing. Now, if they ask you how many shares you have to hand in to get a new right, it's a little different, all the same. They may go, okay, how many shares do you have to hand in? I'm going to do that here. So all I do is this. So if they say, well, you have 1,000 rights, how many shares do you hand in to get a new share? You do 10 divided by 2. You do the amount issued. You do the amount already outstanding divided by what's issued. 10 divided by 2, that gives you 5. That's the answer. That means you have to hand in 5 share rights for every new share. Katie, I hope that helps. If not, watch this again and you'll get it. Okay. Boom. Back to this. There we are. Okay. Emily, you're taking it soon. You're going to nail this. Don't worry about the trades. Find my videos on it. Don't worry about them. Okay. And if you're in tonight, we can talk about it tonight. Okay. Because remember, guys, I have the Series 7 premiere tonight. Okay. Okay, Marcia, stick with STC. Marcia. Since you're taking it, get rid of Kaplan and Past Perfect unless you've memorized STC. If not, focus on STC the most. They're the closest to the exam. They really are. Okay. But what Kaplan low, like mid 60s, I literally had a person who couldn't get over a 65, 66 and passed the 7. Okay. Let's fucking go, baby. Okay. 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 So Marquise. Yeah, the 82 is tough, man. There's not a lot of material on it. So this is what I tell people to do on that. As much as I don't like ChatGPT, it's the only one that works. Go to the content outline and just I'll show you. Don't do the whole thing. Share screen again. All I want you to do, and you don't have to understand anything that has a black dot. Don't do the whole thing at one time. Copy this 4 things. Each like this would be one copy. 4.2 would be another one. Don't do the rules. Just do the 4 dots here. Copy them into GPT and say, give me 25 scenario-based questions on that topic. It's not going to help you. It's going to help you a ton because it gives you new questions that you haven't seen before. Because the problem is, since only Past Perfect, I think only Past Perfect and maybe SDC has stuff in the 82. There's very limited questions. So, and then after you do that, you go to the next one and tell them to give it to you one at a time and give you and call you an asshole if you get it wrong or something. It'll do whatever you want you to do. Okay. That's what you should do. And again, since you only missed it by 1 point, that means you kind of know your shit. Okay. That means you know your stuff. Okay. I think Marquez just commented. Let me know if he says anything. Okay. Yep. I got an alert because he's on LinkedIn, which doesn't show up here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, read the book, baby. You got to read the book. Look, the biggest mistake anyone makes is if you miss by 1, you think, oh, I'll just work on the easy shit. It doesn't work. Okay. You got to focus on everything. Okay. You got to reread the book. You have time. You can't study for the 63 for 30 days. So now I hope you took a week off. And the biggest thing is you go, oh, I just need to make up 1 question. You will fail again if you do that. So make sure you focus on everything. Reread the whole book cover to cover. Cover to cover. Don't do any quizzes. Just read it cover to cover. Then go back and start doing questions. But spend a good week. And if you do it if you're taking this in another 3 weeks and you finish the book in a week, read it again. Or go by the STC or by Achievable. Get somebody in a group. Join the FINRA group and ask somebody if they can lend you the 63 PDF. It's really, but you gotta just read. Watch my videos. They're gonna help you. Don't do any questions till you're done watching the videos and reading the book. That's the best thing. Okay. 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 Oh, froze up. Okay. I didn't, Joe, did you, Marquez, I hope you heard what I said because you froze up a little bit. Okay. You said you froze. Okay. I didn't hit you for a while, so you got lucky that I didn't get to you. Okay. Yes. Yeah. 100%. Raymond, you want to at least be mid 70s. So this is what you do. If you're getting 60s and you're not moving up, watch my videos. And then the other thing to do is just go back and reread the book. Reread some of the book. Reread this. This is the time when you're getting 60s on this. Figure out what sections are lowest and reread them. And then go back. Like maybe take 3-4 days to just maybe take 3-4 days or maybe even a week just to reread and go over it again. Because remember, like even if you're just out of college and it's finance, there's a lot of stuff that's on the exam, but there's a shitload of stuff that is not that you didn't learn in college. Even if you're finance, you're not covering the rules about like when the rep can do this or that and this, unless they have a course. Okay. Yeah, you want to be mid 70s and not from memorization. So if you're doing them over and over and over again, stop, read. If you realize you're memorizing, go to Kaplan, go buy the Kaplan Cubic, and I think you can see if LPL Financial works. It might be a good code. It might make you work. It might give you like 20% off. But again, it's like $50. Okay. Claire Hinkle. Okay. After reading the Kaplan 7 book, should I do their entire study program or just skip straight to the practice exams? It depends. If you have time, I would go through the program. But this is what I would do. So if say you don't want to do that, you read the whole book, watch my videos, that's fine. Then why don't you just do like unit quizzes, like 10 or 15 questions on each unit quiz. Just get through all the units, 10 to 15 at a time, have the answers on so you can see them right away, learn from it, read it, look in the book, control F in the book, find that shit, then go back. Then start doing finals. You don't want to go right into the finals. You want to build yourself up. Okay. I'm back. I'm back, baby. Katie, I hope that helped. Good. Okay. Okay. Okay, Fabio. So, Fabio Segura. So now, yeah, look, I like Notman, but I think some of the questions make you doubt yourself. Okay. If you want to see where you are, once you're done with the book, okay? Go to my playlist called Practice Exam. I think called Practice Exam Walkthroughs or something like that. The first 5 are all SIE ones. Go take them. See, don't do the FINRA one. If you see the FINRA one pop up, wait till you're closer. I have one that looks called 75 practice questions. I have 2 achievables. I have an STC one. And by the way, guys, if you want a vendor, check out Achievable. They're outstanding. I have a bunch of links with a code on a bunch of my videos. Or check out STC. My link there gives you a 15% off code anyway of the stuff, and you can just buy the supplementals if you want. So, Vivi, I think if you want to spend a little bit of money, either go to STC and buy their supplemental exams and see how you do on those, or try mine free first. Go to the practice exam walkthroughs. You can take them with me online together and go from there. And then see where you are, because sometimes Notman questions are a little tricky. But here's a good thing. If you're passing their exams, you're going to be in good shape. Okay. Look at that. A Philly exchange. You see that?
Yeah.
Philadelphia registered. I was that. Okay.
I worked across the street from there.
From the Philadelphia exchange?
Yeah, when I had my first job in 97.
Ooh, long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, with the firm we were at was a Philadelphia Stock Exchange member.
Right on Market Street in Philly, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I never went there. I've been to the American Stock Exchange, and I worked on New York forever. The American was very cool when it first came out. It was all hand signals.
Yeah.
When I went down there, first it used to be on the street, but I went there in the 90s. The trade was down here. The clerks were up here, and you had to use sign language to tell the person what to do.
Yeah,
it's like Herzog. They had all the A Street. They had everything there.
God.
Yeah.
I heard that name in so long.
Yep, that's where I worked for like 3 years. Okay, Herzog, Heine, and Geduld. Okay. Hold on. Yes, Tizzy, 100%. Yes. Okay. Yes, if they say cold before. Yes, if they say cold before, if it's cold, you use yield to cold. If you hold it to maturity, you use yield to maturity. Remember, you will never have to calculate. Yield to maturity.
Nope.
You will only have to know the ratio, like that on a discount bond. It goes coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call, coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. That's what you have to do. And on the premium side, it's the other way around. It's coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. You have to do that. So you have to know the relationship. You will have to do current yield for sure on every test. How's the 57 exam? It is a fun exam. If you're going to take the 57, make sure you use STC. If you have Notman, that's fine. I just think STC is better. Notman the only good thing is Notman has some stuff in their book that like these outlier questions that may show up, but STC is the best one for that. The 79, it's like for the 79, it's Notman and everyone else. For the 57, it's S57 and all the principal exams. It's STC and everyone else. But Notman's the closest on those. The 57 exam is not bad. I have some videos on it. Look, if you understand the trading, you're going to be fine. The options is not very heavy, Tizzy, but the trading, they always send a vague exam. And what that means is that you don't always know what exchange they're asking about. That's the problem. Sometimes you don't know what exchange they're asking about. So you're like, oh, is it NASDAQ? Is it third market? Is it stock exchange? Is it over the counter? And you got to try to extrapolate from the questions what it is. But yeah, it's not that bad. I teach that all the time. Good. Marquez, that's awesome. Perfect. But remember, do what I said, only the little bits at a time. So I'm glad you're doing that. Okay. There you go. The essay and the 57. Boom. Right. The 57 is a great one. Okay. Oh, did you not see what I was doing? Hold on. I think you hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Do I still have it up? I'll try to redo this again. So, can you see my screen?
For the most part, yeah.
Well, you see the 4.1 and the dots?
Yep.
Okay. So, Marquez, you see 4.1. See this 4 black dots? You copy those and paste them into GPT and then go give me 25 scenario questions. Don't do this. See where it says FINRA rules 2140? Don't do those. Just do the dots. But don't do more than 5 or 6 at a time because guess what? They solution it. You can try Perplexity. They do it. I don't like the way Perplexity does it as much because they kind of put it in a separate thing. And you can use Gemini or GPT. They're both solid. But make sure you don't do more than a few points at a time. Don't do the rule numbers. Just do the black dots, the bullet points. That's it. Hopefully you can see that. If not, maybe rewatch it in the video because I will not do this again. Okay. Okay. Christopher, there you are. Boom. I love it. Bunch of CMOs. Did you have a lot of the options are always easy, my man. It's that's just a thing. The options are always easy. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. Christopher?
Yo, I took a 7, smash it clean, flip those charts like a record machine. Study nights, coffee fights, now I'm gleaming in gold. Certified savage with a license I hold. Stock tips, I spit them, commission legit. Pass the score on the.
Boom, baby. I have one for every test now. That's awesome. I know some people like that. I know somebody he actually requested the 100,000 hands. But oh well, missing out on that. Okay. So Christopher, he messaged me on Reddit that he passed, and he said, basically, I have a brutal exam. Now, my brutal exam is not questions from the exam, but it gives you the same vibe as the exam. Maybe some of them overlap, maybe some don't, but whatever it is. If you're taking the 7 or the 66, find my brutal exam, and it will help. I promise you it will help. Okay. Okay. There you go. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, see, Melania. Okay. Okay, Jeff.
Yes.
How can you help me out here?
Oh.
How can we get her to slow down? You want me to start and you come in?
Sure.
So, Melania, slow the fuck down. But here's what you're going to do. Start reading the answers first. Read the answers. Or this way. This is what I want you to do. Just read the question. Then read all 4 answers, because if you do my way, it'll speed it up. Read the question. And don't try to answer it while you're doing it. Just read the fucking question. Then do the 4 answers.
Scoring?
What?
Did you say earlier how she scored?
Yeah, 50s on past perfect, which is what it is. But she said, I think mid 60s or something like that in the what do you call it? On Kaplan. She switched to Kaplan. I was yelling at her to get Kaplan.
I mean, I can guarantee you, if Melania, if you slow down, you'll probably pick up 10 extra points.
I wonder how many of her questions, like when she goes over, they're like dumb mistakes.
Yeah, that's my point. Like which is or which isn't, and just things like that. Right.
Yeah. I'd say you got to make sure you read the whole thing one full time. You gotta read the questions, then the 4 choices. Don't even try to answer before them. Just read the questions and the 4 answers. It's the best way to do it. Okay. Yeah, okay. But it sounds like you're going nuts. It sounds like you're going too fast. I mean, yeah, you read it once. So maybe, I mean, you're taking it in a few days. I think she's taking it in this week or whatever. So just you got this is what I need you to you're gonna come on Thursday, even though it's not a 7 night. You're gonna come on Thursday and tell me that you took a test and it took you 2 hours. 2 hours is the sweet spot for the 7. 2 to 2.5 hours is just slow enough that you're reading everything, not slow enough that you're overthinking, spinning out, and not long enough that you're worried about your timing. Okay. I think it works. Here we go. AJ Ripley. Okay. That is outstanding.
Strong, play my favorite song, and I could tell it wouldn't be long that he was with me, yeah, me, and I could tell it wouldn't be long that he was with me, yeah, me, singing, I love rock and roll.
I just had to get to that line. Ripley, baby. You look like you're about to say something.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, actually, I was thought I was going to sneeze.
But Ripley, hey, this is what I ask everyone. This is what I asked Chris too. Any surprises? That's what I know it's on the exam. Any surprises? That's what I don't know. Were there any surprises on this thing? Amps, baby. There you go. What? I'm confused about. Okay. Amps. Yeah. AMP, baby, is current yield is annual of a market price. Absolutely. I don't go. Marquez, go watch it. Go watch it on recording. You'll see it. I don't know why it's freezing. I mean, I can't draw on it. I mean, I'm not drawing on it. I'm just trying to explain it verbally. But go watch it on recording because I did it twice. So you should, if you watch it again tomorrow morning, you should probably figure it out. But literally, I'm saying go to the content outline, grab the 4 black dots, the PowerPoints, copy them, and throw them in ChatGPT and say, give me 25 scenario-based questions. Okay. Okay. Oh, the options for the Miami stock exchange. It's outstanding. It's amazing how many people have moved to Florida. It's almost okay. Okay. Oh, there you go. This is Marquez. Hopefully it's better on YouTube. Maybe it'll work better. Okay. I really wish I wish I could have afforded to buy property in 2020. I knew it was going to be blow up. Although the problem is it's hard to buy insurance for your house.
Very.
It's like literally making it like my mom lives about a mile in Naples, maybe a mile from the shore, so she's fine. But it is what it is.
I listened to a lecture probably about 2 years ago. I forgot what the person was, what the purpose of the lecture was, but they were talking about how to gauge insurance in Florida.
Yeah,
and they were just saying it's like it's almost virtually impossible.
Right. I don't think if you live anywhere where you can even see water,
I don't think it's insurance.
You can't buy it.
No.
I mean, so I forgot the name of the area by my mom in Naples. It's called Saint something or whatever. It was totally wiped out. Like we went to a wedding down there, and then 6 months later, the entire thing was gone.
Yeah.
The entire venue on the water was gone. The dock, I mean, it's back up now, but it's crazy. Okay. Okay. Yep. Christopher's absolutely right. On to the 66 next. He did like it. I guess he liked that. But on to the 66 next is awesome. Again, that's the big. And since Marquez, since you're on here, I'll try to do it one more time since you're on YouTube. Okay. And you're my last question. We might get out of here early. Okay.
Sure.
If you guys have questions, throw them in the chat. Because if not, I am gonna scat. Okay. Yeah, this is the big thing. On the SIE, maybe you can get away with memorizing shit, but that hurts you for the next one, right? So if you memorize everything on the SIE and pass it, right, you're actually going to hurt yourself for the 7 because it makes it harder to learn. Because then you got to almost relearn this stuff all over again. So I'm big fan of trying to understand the why. Absolutely, Chris. Okay.
Set the tone early.
Yep. Set the tone early. Establish your presence with authority. Okay. We're going to try one more time to do this. Nope, not advice. Guess. Screw that. Okay. And if it freezes now, I don't know what to tell you. Here's my screen. The 4 black dots. Everyone's like, I'm tidy. Okay. Oh, STC. I'll get to Tizzy. Okay. Right. So the 4 dots, you just grab the 4 dots up here. And again, if it looks like it's freezing because can't draw on it, right? The 4 dots, grab that, copy paste into ChatGPT. Then say, give me 25 scenario-based questions. Then go to the next one, which is 4.2, the 3 dots. Do not. Oh, he did watch it. Okay. Don't do the rules. But now I'm wasting time. So it's kind of, I'm filler. Okay. Then don't do the rules. Okay. We're done. We're good. But and by the way, anyone can do that with any exam. I don't like yours, Jermaine, but if you don't want to memorize questions, you can do that with any exam. Okay. Oh, yeah, 100%. I agree that the STC they're absolutely, here's my thing. They're fine to watch, but they're long. My videos are shorter. Okay. It's, just think they're a little bit shorter. Okay. Oh, yeah. Funny. Very funny. See you next year, Veronica. Yeah, Thursday night, baby. Okay. I'm glad you watch it again. Okay. Okay. Do you remember the better interest rate when one was 2%, one was 5% on the first 1,000 and 0.2 on the rest? Oh, I think somebody was getting that, right? So by the way, so I'll have to look into that to see. Let me take a picture of it and I'll try to work on it. Because I think I can try to figure that out. Okay. Now the other one, the best strategy in a highly efficient market. So now what are that? Okay. Now remember, an efficient market means that the market is efficient. I know that sounds stupid, but it means there's no discounts, right? Active traders, like what if you're going to trade, you believe in an inefficient market because you're looking for inefficiencies to take advantage of. Efficient market means it's trading where it's supposed to, based on whether it's weak, some are strong, how strong you feel about it, and how efficient you think the market is. If you think the market is efficient, you don't believe that you can beat the market. So passively trade it. So if you think the market is efficient, you're going to do passive management. You're going to believe in ETFs, rebalancing, strategic, not going to sit there and try to actively trade the market. It's just not a thing. Okay. I don't know the other one. I'm trying to think if it's 1 is 2 and 1 is 5 and the 22 on the rest. I mean, I still think the 5 is better, but I don't know. I mean, there's probably some trick to it. Okay. Yeah, evidence of indebtedness, I guess it would be. I mean, it's like a bond, right? Bond could be that. Okay. Wait. Melania, this is the 7 Live. The Tuesday night is a premiere. If you've joined the membership, okay? I agree. I think the Brutals are. If you join the membership, and you're in the premiere one, which is expensive, you can do it if you want. If you want to join it, it's $99 for the month. But if you're taking the test in 4 days, yeah, I'd love your money. I mean, unless you're a member already. If you are a member already, then you get then you're gonna get, what do you call it? You're gonna get you can come in on this and you can do this. We have Sunday nights, we meet on Sundays and Tuesdays. But I have a feeling that you're taking the test soon, so it may not matter. But if you're taking it more than a week out, sure, join. And then what you can do is, if you email me, if you join and then email me the picture that you joined, I can give you the link. Okay. Okay. Here's a good thing, Marsha. Okay. It doesn't come in as much as you think it does. The word accept will show up much more in the vendors than on the real test. But this is what I tell everyone. I tell everyone to do this. I tell everyone, go on your paper, when you first sit down on your laminated paper, write the word accept right on top. Big fucking bold letters, okay? Big bold letters, okay? And say, and write accept. And every time you see the word accept, take your hand off the mouse and put it on that word. It sounds fucking stupid. But what happens is it reminds you, okay? It reminds you that it's accept question. So you can't answer it without taking your hand off to it. Oh my God, it's an accept. Because I've done that where I've taken a test question and I'm reading it. I read accept. I know it's accept. And then halfway through, I forget. and I look, oh, it's right. But then if I remember, oh, wait a second, I see 2 right answers. I've still made the mistake where I picked the right like the true answer when they wanted to accept because I forget. But but if you put your hand on that, it'll remind you. Even if you forget, you go, oh my God, it's an accept. It'll remember to go there. Okay. Okay, here we go. Everything is T plus. Let's say it together. Everything is T plus 1. I have 2 videos I have to adjust. Everything is T plus 1. How many things are T plus 1? Everything is T plus 1. The only way you get confused, that's regular way settlement. Everything's T plus 1. You can choose to settle same day. You can choose seller's option where you settle farther, but that's not normal. Regular way is T plus 1. The only thing that people get confused on, are there's a thing called payment date or reg T. That's T plus 3. That's S plus 2. So remember, settlement is 1 plus 2 is 3. That usually so the customer, you, Tizzy, if you buy stock on Monday, it settles on Tuesday, but you actually have till Thursday to pay for it. No firm lets you do that, but it is what it is. Okay. Yes, STC does try to trick you. If you want to know, so Milani, if you know the wording, go take my brutal exam. I have 2. I have a brutal exam, and then I have, can you pass this? I think the cover says GPT versus a 7. Do those 2. That'll give you an idea of what the wording is like. And if you do well on those, you'll be fine. You know your shit. Okay. I do think the vendors, STC and Kaplan, try to trick you a little bit more than the test will. So that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. There's not a lot of gotcha questions. There are some, not a lot of gotcha. Like they'll say, like one gotcha will be, oh, they announced a 3-for-2 common stock split, blah, 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 blah. You own 500 shares of a non-convertible preferred. What happens? Nothing. Because it's a common split. Preferreds don't get splits. That's as tricky as they get. Or they go, oh, you own a bunch of bonds and interest rates drop. Which bond will decline the most? Not rise, because normal bonds rise up. So it's like an inverse bond ETF, okay? So let's say rates go down, bonds go up. We should all know that. Anyone on this thing should know that. If rates go down, bond prices go up. So they said if rates go down, which ETF will drop in price, which is not normal. Everyone goes, oh, the long-term double. It's a long-term double inverse. Because remember, if the rates go down, prices go up. So if we say the price is going down, that's the opposite of what you're thinking. The trickiest, so Melania, go take my brutal exams. Go find my playlist of Series 7 tricky questions. Those are the trickiest ones I got. Okay. Yes, longer period is normal. But if I say decline, then it's going to be inverse. Right? Long and low, baby. Long-term bonds move more than short-term bonds. Okay. So again, yeah, the wording's nothing. It's okay. It's not that it's harder. It's different. It's almost more simple. And that makes it harder. One is really wordy shit. And people do okay on those. Then I have another one, very much basic word. They have more trouble with that one because it's like 1 or 2 lines. And so like I like a long question because I don't love them, but I like them because they give you what you need and you get a story, you can figure it out. But if it's 1 line, you're like, wait, do they mean this? Do they mean that? Do they mean this? Crazy. Okay. Again, there's not a lot of gotchas. There's some. The vendors love past perfect, Kaplan, achievable. They love the STC. They love the gotcha questions. That's not really that big a deal. Okay. There you go. Katie Mack, look at that. Payment date is T plus 3. I love it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Ooh, debt to equity is low. Well, yeah, okay. So how do we don't want to raise, I mean, we can raise it, but debt to equity is how much debt we have versus equity. Where to raise it? Well, in reality, what's interesting is if we do a stock buyback, we raise it without even borrowing money. Because look, if you do a stock buyback, you're buying back stock, lowering your equity, but your debt stays the same. So your debt to equity goes wacky. If you issue more bonds, you might change your debt to equity. So, and remember, there's no good number. Some companies can have high debt to equity and it's fine. Some can, like a utility stock or a bank, can have a higher debt to equity because they have consistent cash flow. But like a tech company should not have high debt to equity. Okay. Look, if that's it, baby. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that does it. Look at that. Stop buyback does it. I actually just did a video on that. I have a video called "What is a stock buyback?" and I mentioned that it lowers your equity and it can increase your debt to equity because you're lowering your equity. You got it right, baby. If you think what do it, that would do it. That's a question, Chris. That's a question. They don't. Oh, he disappeared. It's like a magic trick. Okay, there he is. Okay, I made him come back. See, I'm the great Fininzo. Okay, so now, stock buyback does it because you're buying back stock, which lowers the equity. And you're not taking on any debt. Okay. Melania, read what this says. And J. Roby, stay on there. Okay. It's that they don't look like past perfect, but if you listen to me. So Melania, the person who thought it was harder is because he was memorizing shit. Unless it was Christopher talking to you. Maybe Melania and Christopher know each other. But the point was, if you're memorizing past perfect or CAP or STC, yes, the test is going to be harder. If using, but I have so many people who, what are some buzzwords? I have videos on that. But if you're going to rely on buzzwords, you're going to have a very long day. You're going to have a very, very long day. Okay. Now. Okay, J. Roby. That's awesome. Okay. Where are we? We haven't heard this one in a while.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. 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 That boom.
Boom, baby. Haven't heard that one in a while. I used to only have like 6. Now I have 4 different tabs. I can go to like 9 different groups. I have a whole Christmas one, which I have to delete now. Okay. Till next year. That's awesome. Yes. Listen, the brutal exam is amazing. I do think my options membership, and it's literally $20 a month. If you do the option membership, it's $20 a month, change your fucking life. Okay. And the brutal exam will help you because it gives you idea. So Melania, you got to take the brutal exam. So Tizzy, you're taking the SIE. Okay. Tizzy, you're taking the SIE. So I don't have as many brutal, but I do have in the practice exam walkthroughs on my YouTube. There's the first 5 in that playlist are all SIE ones. Take them. You will feel better about them. Once you do them, you're like, if you could do well on all of those, then you're fine. Okay. This is 100% the truth. If you learn the products, you'll be fine. If you're trying to memorize buzzwords, you're gonna have a tough time. It's a thing. Okay. I wonder if this thing is going to end, this Ukraine-Russia thing, or it's just going to be forever. Okay. It'll be like in a couple of decades, in a couple of centuries, going to be, that was the 80-year war. You know, like they talk about the 100-year war. It could be the same fucking thing. Okay. Except for this is the first one that's documented on social media. Okay. I think we did some damage here. Okay. Don't talk so much, Jeff. You're really over-talking yourself on this one.
I like to learn.
Fair. Okay. I think any last minute shipping. Oh, somebody put some in there. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to find the one I want before we go. Nope. Yeah, guys, talk among yourself. Oh, hold on. We do have to talk to this guy.
If this speech stirs your heart, show your allegiance, like the video, subscribe to the cause, and together we shall conquer the future.
I love when Caesar comes in and helps me out. Okay. Oh, Melissa, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna be a big deal. We're gonna be fine. Remember, you don't fail until you quit, you don't fail. Remember that.
Never, ever quit. Never quit. And I've seen people quitting.
It's not going to be you, baby. Melissa, You're going to, and hopefully I
Very
know
inspirational.
I know.
Very inspirational.
I know. It's so inspirational. Okay. I know I'm just kidding, but like I had somebody go, I sent somebody failed in the Facebook group, right? And she put it in there. She did a whole video on it, which was great. I mean, literally, this is the thing, Melissa. This is the thing about the Facebook group. They are so fucking supportive. If you say you failed, they're all in there. Hey, we got this. Let's do a group together. It's like, yeah, you passed. We all snap. We're good again. But when you fail is when you need the help, and that's when you need to reach out to people. So, Melissa, here's my thing. Second time, so you're going to take a couple days off. Take off through New Year's. So don't start studying until next year. Now, so maybe Friday, just start reading the book. Whatever vendor you have, you got to change it up, right? So if you're using Kaplan the whole time, switch to STC. If you had STC, go to Kaplan or Achievable. It doesn't matter. Do something different. But remember something. This is the thing. This test does not define you. Okay? I can't say this enough. The test does not define you. You failing, not a big deal. In a year from now, when you pass it, you'll have experience enough to tell people, to be able to explain to people how good it is. Okay, how it wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't the last thing you did. It didn't define you. It doesn't make you a good or bad person. Passing the test doesn't make you a good person. Failing it doesn't make you a bad person. Okay, so you're going to make sure that you don't let this shit get in your head. You're going to be good at this, and you're going to rock this thing.
Does getting your driver's license define your driving abilities?
Yep, exactly. Okay, boom. Okay, I'm glad that helped a little bit. Okay, Melissa, but now you got us. We're with you. We are with you, right? You're with us. Now remember, always remember this. This is how you have to take the test.
Well, the Series 7 exam. I'm a bad bitch, and I'm going to take this test like a savage. A little spark will never hurt anyone studying for finance.
Okay. Melissa, we're here for you. Okay. Join the study, join the Facebook group, jump in, the thing is, don't do this shit alone. If you do it alone, you struggle. It's hard. Don't do it. We're all together on this. Okay. Everyone, I think we're good, right?
There's a couple that just came in.
Okay, hold on. Okay. That's a good. So you know what, Melissa, answer this question. I'm glad they helped. We're going to get you there. Okay. How far out? I would tutor for 4 hours every day for the next 30 days. No. Get some reading in. Get some reading in first. Get through the book one more time. Maybe take some chapter because it's build up some knowledge but don't come at us the 2 days before. You want to probably come in about 2 weeks before you take the test. So Melissa, you actually did better on the real exam than you did on STC. So that shows you, okay? So you're going to get there. Your knowledge is strong. We just got to get used to taking the tests. That's where we are. I think that's going to be your best bet. Okay. So if you're in STC high 60s and 70s, I think we're in good shape. We're going to get there. You're going to third time's a charm, baby. I remember I think 2 weeks ago, I had on a Monday, I had 12 people take it. It was weird. All 12 passed. That's like statistically impossible. But 7 of them were on their third shot, and they would lose their jobs if they failed. Boom. Okay. Look, so John, think about this, what it is. She may have thought it was harder, but she did better on the real exam than she did on the STC. If anyone wants to feel what the exam is like, go to my brutal exam and go find my GPT. I think I just go, can you pass the exam now? But the thumbnail says GPT versus the exam. It'll give you a good vibe of what the test is like. And I'm in the middle of recording a new one. Jeff's going to have a new video coming out after the new year. Anyone who's a member, please make sure you join. He has a couple of really good ones that I'm letting the public. I'm releasing it to the public. Okay. Wow. What is it? Release the jackals? I don't know what it is. Okay. But look, see this thing. So Melissa, you moved up a lot. I know 4 points doesn't seem like a lot, but I can't explain this enough. Going from 60 to 72 is as hard as going from 0 to 60. So if you get a 60 and you go to a 72 or 71, the level of effort it takes to get from 60 to 72 is as hard as to get to 60. because it's ramping up. Because look, there's some easy ones in there. You get them already. You're diving into harder questions. So if you get a 65 or so, don't act like, oh, I'm going to get it next time, which you didn't. You worked hard. You're going to get this time. So you missed it by 2 points. Based on that trajectory, we're going to nail it next time. So you're going to end up this, Melissa, on the end, you're going to be just rock solid. Okay? Absolutely going to be rock solid on this. Okay. And I think we're good. Okay. Okay. Everyone, have a great new year. Be safe. Feel free to drink a lot, but use Uber and don't drive drunk. Okay, everyone? Adios.
Where are you headed, cowboy?
Nowhere special.
Nowhere special. I always wanted to go there.
Come on.